Thanks for listening to the Girls Chat podcast, brought to you by Purple Unicorn Productions. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at the Girls Chat Pod. Also be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can find deleted scenes, bloopers, and exclusive Girls Chat content.
See, this is not what we go.
It's not even a blooper. It's good.
Okay. Hey, y'all.
What?
Sorry, make sure you're talking at the mic.
Hey y'all.
Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Girls Chat podcast.
Girl, this is not. What's
So if you have to lift it up so that you don't have to be
Yeah.
Right, that's what I was
Hot
thinking
105.
too. Right, that power. What was it?
Hey,
Power
y'all.
Power level.
Welcome
Power. Hey,
to the Girls Chat. Okay. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Girls Chat podcast.
Hey. I have a squeaky chair.
Great.
All right. If you don't already know, my name is Jeannie, and I will be starting with table topics. I feel like I'm teaching a class. Okay. I chose this because I felt like I recently dealt with this, but what's the best way to deal with stress? What's your way of dealing with stress?
Smoke.
What? What you said?
I would smoke some marijuana.
Oh, okay.
There we go. It's my way. Sleep. I sleep it off.
That too.
I'm a cry. I ain't gonna lie. Before anything, like I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, I might drop a tear. However, last week I was like really stressed. Like my mind was just going. So I learned to like warn people like, hey, I'm not in a good mood. So just in case,
Yeah.
comes and I'm just like dry or have an attitude. So I like warned Tommy that I was just like not in a good mood. So I like came home and I just didn't speak. Like my sister's in town she was in town for 2 weeks. I didn't speak. I just came home, dropped my bag, and I started cleaning. Like didn't say anything. And he just looked at me and he just started doing dishes. He didn't say a word. He just like everything that I did, he just found something else to clean. Like I was like, and then at the end of the day, like I laid in bed, I was like, thanks for helping me clean. I was like, oh no, you're fine.
But did that distress you? Like cleaning?
It did. But I was like cleaning mad. Like I was just like, it was like I was mad at someone, but I just was just stressed. So it did help. I cleaned.
I think I'm gonna cry. Well, I'm definitely gonna cry.
I cried first.
And then
cleaned.
And then after that, I'm probably gonna go for a run. Not like a long dramatic run or nothing like that, because a good mile,
like a hard fast run,
like
maybe.
Like that,
yeah.
And I may cry a little bit more after,
Yeah.
and then after that, like
it'll probably be the
I
best
just feel
run.
like it's really like when I sweat and it's just like I feel like it's
the
really
stress leaving your body.
My body, yeah, for real.
Yeah, and then I might do some herbal medicine as well on top of my cleaning. Yeah. So
Danielle.
I don't know. I like go outside a lot. I found that that's like I didn't even realize that was my thing, but I saw the pattern. Like every time I felt very stressed out, I ended up outside. So I think just like fresh air and stuff. And I eat. I'm an emotional eater. So like if I'm very stressed, like I'll grab some snacks, go sit on my like little picnic blanket, and
that's relaxing.
Also, breathing. Like I have learned to just like stop and take some long deep breaths. Like I'll like breathe in for 4, hold it for 4, breathe out for 4, and like force myself to do that.
I was gonna say I think I tried that, but it just led me to cry.
Yeah, it might, but I think that's okay though. I think that's okay if it leads you there. I just think that taking the time to let your body like catch up and like just yes, be still, just like pause, and then you can assess your emotions after that. So I literally will just like
breathe.
I won't talk. Like I was yesterday. I had a day like that yesterday. I just got in a bad mood. Like I just got in a bad mood. I mean, there were little things that triggered my bad mood, but it wasn't nothing that was worth me being so fucking upset about. But I was really upset, and I recognized that, and I did have to let my partner know, like,
hey, I'm a little off.
I'm just letting you know it's not your fault. I'm not in a good mood, so maybe we should separate for a few, or I was like, later on I realized after I took a deep breath, I hadn't eaten. So like I was a little hangry and, just all those little things that add up to it. But, I did have to, the communication part I think is really important to let someone know, like, don't fucking push my buttons because I'm already
just
upset.
Let me be like whatever I'm doing, like my path, like just move.
Yeah.
Because it just makes me deal with it a little bit better. So,
and that's good communication because if you would have just snapped on your partner or whatever the case is, then they would have been like, what the fuck? And then they would have been mad. Right.
And now you mad because they mad.
Right.
Right, when they don't have no reason to be mad because you was mad.
Yeah.
Like, why you mad? Because I'm mad. I got a reason to be mad. I'm about to breathe in for 4.
Nah, for real. But what happens about those partners that like don't
understand?
Yeah, like if you're trying to be openly honest with them and you're like, hey, I am feeling away and then you're like on eggshells and you don't really want to tell them because they might blow up at you for saying that you want to say, oh, well, you don't want to be around me. And it's just like,
well, I would hope that if you're of age, because younger people may not be as receptive to.
They're not mature enough.
Yeah, so you may take it personal, but I feel like if you're a little bit older and your communication is normally pretty good, but then you have those off times, just letting them know like, hey, I'm just letting you know that, I'm a little off. Like my mood is just off. There's just a lot of things that affected me. And I'm just, that's just that. So anything that comes after that, at that point, it's just not my fault because I warned you. So
I know I keep adding on, but we said this before about self-care, masturbation. So we can
like as a form of stress relief.
Yes. Like, yes, that is.
But if you have a constant sex life, like it happens every day, there's just no time for any masturbation.
I mean,
maybe in the shower.
That's also something that you can communicate to your partner about if you'd like to masturbate, because that's something else I've had to do too. Like, hey, I enjoy my masturbation time, and so like sometimes I might just need some alone time. And
I'm sorry,
it's not your fault.
When you masturbate, do you do it next to your partner, or do they have to leave the bed?
No, I wouldn't do it when they're in the bed. Yeah, I would do it at like another time. They're separate, because I mean, of course I do masturbate in front of my partner, like during sex. But that's a part of sex. Yeah, that's a part of sex. But like, when if I want to masturbate for that's self-care. I don't want anybody around. I'm like, what do you do while he's sleeping or something?
No, I just don't. Or I just do it during our intercourse. But
right, yeah.
We have a lot of sex, so it's kind of hard to have time for myself. I mean, but I don't need that. Like, I actually enjoy it. So that is my self-care. So
yeah, that works. I really like to masturbate. I don't do it as often as I used to. Definitely not, especially since we both don't work now. So like we're both home together a lot. So I really don't have the need to do it. Not the need. I just don't have the time really to do it. But I told myself like I like to do that. Yeah. So I need to set some time aside for that. So yeah. All right, ladies.
Hello.
Short.
Oh,
what we cheering to?
No, because I didn't like the clutter. This was supposed to be fuck it. Cheers.
What are we cheering?
To what?
Because we solid as they come.
Period.
Did you get it?
I'm gonna post that on my
Wait,
story.
put it back so Jeannie can get it. Oh, it's a video. Okay.
No way.
You didn't sound bad. You did.
Oh, okay, I can have a career.
No, she didn't say you can have a career.
All right, take it now.
Yeah, take it.
This is a double, so I'm not doing this.
Yeah, I'm having it.
No way. Oh my God, turn me off.
Smells like rubbing alcohol.
Turn me off.
It is.
Oh my God. No.
Okay. So our faces are all screwed up because we just took a shot and that was gross.
Oh my God.
But I found a topic, how I find most of our topics scrolling through Instagram. And there was a thing that Carrie Hilson had tweeted, and it said, pay close attention to the person before you. And the caption said, if you had a chance to talk to your partner's ex, would you?
I'm gonna set this one out and just listen.
Like about them, right? Like to ask questions about like
like to do like a background check.
You know what? I thought about it for a while. I honestly don't think I would, because I feel like the person that you get is going to be different from the person they got.
Facts.
So like the way they interact with you is going to be different. The way they like everything. So I don't really know what value like talking to them.
Don't you think that? I mean, I agree. I wouldn't talk to because I don't care.
At all.
But I do agree that like patterns exist, and like if you know what I'm saying, like a person, it's a pattern. You know what I mean? Like it's a pattern. They're constantly doing it. The person always is lying. They're more than likely always lying.
But then if it's a pattern, then I feel like before you got in a relationship with that person, then like you would peep it, because that kind of stuff. If it's a pattern, I feel like that kind of stuff you can tell. There's red flags. You might ignore them. But
what if they do it at that 1 year mark? That pattern just starts. Cheating.
I like when I saw the question, I was like, but same reason like you said, different person. I also think it depends on like how long ago were you with this ex, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because some people stay single for 1,000 years before they get another boyfriend or girlfriend, you know, in that case. But so that is one major thing. But at that, so that would be something to consider. But also, no, I don't got nothing to talk to you about.
You know.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna like push anything like any. You know what I'm saying, girl? Bye. No.
I agree. I think I definitely think that you get a different person. Like if they feel for you a different way, you know, they're gonna act towards you a different way. So I don't think I need to speak to the person's past, but unless you guys have like children or something. But,
yeah, that's
true. I think that would be the only reason why I would want to talk to my
What are you going to do?
partner's
Coach
ex.
me? Like, no.
Right, yeah, no, I don't need your influence.
So
on...
he likes his eggs, like, no.
No, hell no.
I know how he likes his
What
eggs.
happens if you, like, I mean, I agree, I'm just really playing devil's advocate, but I agree that, you know, the one, like, the first ex, but what happens if, like, literally all four
have the same,
like you have 4 exes and they all have like the same fucking story. And then it's like, but then you want to be like,
oh no, he's changing.
He's gonna change for me. He's different for me. He's this for me. But what if, like, it's such a give and take, because what if he is? He totally could treat you differently. He totally could be a changed man for you. But also, your pattern shows that it's like
historically. Is that what Danielle, like, historically?
You said them 4.
Maybe those 4 need to have it. Maybe those 4 had something in common that triggered whatever happened to them that he was doing. Like, leave me out of it. I'm in a whole different relationship. I have a whole new.
Honestly, he's probably a new person after being with
after 4 different
right.
I mean, like,
I doubt it.
He's the same person.
It's hard to say, because now I'm playing devil's advocate, because it is hard to say, because
I mean, if you were with 4 people, they had the same story when you were 20, and then and now you're like 35, 40.
Well, yeah, the time is
your age. But if you were in a relationship like for the past 2-3 years with 4 different people and they all had the same exact story, the time frame is a little shorter, so you're probably still the same person.
Yeah.
So
maybe, but also, like, what if there's a pattern between those 4 people that he dated and you're somebody who's completely like different from, maybe there's something in common with those people and their habits and their upbringing and all that stuff, but you're different.
Yeah.
Was it trying to spin your neck?
Did you see it? That was so stupid.
It was exactly like that. Like, she was literally supposed to,
like a hula hoop.
I don't even want to talk anymore.
Hula hoop around her neck.
That's what I thought too. Hula hoop.
That's how I keep them, you know.
Hell yeah.
That's how I'm different from the last one.
I was also gonna say though, like, if the ex wants to reach out, like, you need to get a life.
Yeah,
like,
I was gonna say that's
like, you need to get a life and get over this,
because you're clearly still invested in your ex for you to even want to reach out to his new girlfriend. Like, you have what could you possibly have to say?
Maybe they're insecure.
No, for you to reach out to his next, like his new
ex?
thing, for his ex to reach out to you.
Oh no!
And then what are you reaching out to? You're not going to reach out to say good things. You're going to reach out to say things that are, you know what I'm saying?
That's lame. No.
What if you need to go breathe for 4, hold for 4, like that,
and then let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Just like Elsa.
I agree.
I could never, because could you ever imagine? I feel like none of us in this room would ever reach out to the next of an ex.
Oh no, I would never reach out. But I feel like if someone reached out to me, I'd be like, you know what?
Yeah, what would you do? Nothing.
If someone,
yeah, don't reach out to me and ask me about this.
I'm not gonna reply. I'm gonna leave you on red.
Yeah. Don't do that.
I was just thinking about it. I don't know what I would do. I just was trying to think.
You would.
I would
have replied. You definitely replied. I really appreciate it, but
I think that your relationship is different, and you would give the explanation.
Definitely,
I would, but it would be very platonic and just real, like, no.
But you're replying. I'm leaving you on red.
There's nothing.
I mean, I don't.
I might even reply, LOL.
What if it's like somebody that you knew?
I was thinking that too.
Like an ex, like the ex.
Like
the ex.
I'm still leaving you on red.
Like what if it's okay?
Yeah.
What if somebody that you know? I'm not saying that you're friends, but an acquaintance, is dating your ex, and they reach out like, "Hey, girl, I just wanted to like."
But what is it for? Is it to clear the air to make sure that things aren't
awkward? I don't know.
Because if that's fine.
That's
like if you just want to be
bad.
like, oh, I see you're dating so and so. I know you know that we've dated before. I don't want you to feel awkward about anything. Like it's fine. Like okay, cool, girl. We could be. That's fine. Thank you for reaching out.
I really don't even think it even takes all that because that happened to me recently. But it was just a heart eyes emoji on a picture of me and him together, and I was like, okay, cool.
This is her reaching out and saying,
this is her saying, like,
right, I'm cool with it.
Because
you needed it.
I was like, because you needed that.
But just it was cool to know that, like,
oh, like I like you guys together.
Yeah.
Not even that you
there's no animosity.
That you see it, we both know, like, and that's just what it is. So
but I could see a conversation like in that situation, like something awkward happening, like
what if you run into the person?
Be like, yeah, girl, his mom is fucking nuts or something like that. You'd be like, oh,
no, that's her being petty at that point.
No, it couldn't be.
It couldn't be. Not even petty, but I just don't feel like it's necessary.
It's not necessary.
But
some people like reach to like connect so that
if you're in a conversation and you're about to be like talking to them, even if we're using the mom as an example, because his mom works at this and she does it like,
she's like,
I know, like to cut you off from even having to explain all this to get to the point. You know what I mean? At that point, it's just about being an adult. At that point, so long as you're not like, LOL, do he still got them bed sheets? Like, then that's a different
he still do that move with his tongue to the left.
To the left.
That's messy. That's just messy.
I agree,
at that point. But no, I mean, I'm a nice person, so I feel like I just reply or we
know, girl. We know.
You're the nicest.
Honestly.
I will say something that's kind of weird, though, for me at least, is like, I do want to unfollow someone that, my boyfriend used to like deal with or whatever, but it has nothing to do with him. And you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like with him dealing with her, but I refuse to unfollow her because I don't want her to feel like
it's
because of, and it's so annoying.
Just when the mute option comes into play.
What? How do you do that?
I will show you.
Yeah, you literally.
I have a whole muted.
So many people muted.
I love muting.
Oh, cool.
It's like it's no beef. I just don't want to see you.
But what's crazy is that I don't even mute people. I just literally do not look at their stories. And the algorithm, thank you, Instagram, because it has worked that they don't even pop up anymore. They don't even pop up because I don't even. And I'm the type to watch the first like 10, 15 people's story that pops up on my thing, and that's it. And it always ends up being the same 10 or 15 people.
And half of them are.
I have a problem. I think I have a problem that I like to clear my. So even if I'm not looking at them, like I sometimes
you follow a lot of people.
No. I'm not saying that I actually get to do it, but my goal is to tap through, and unless I know you get what I'm saying, like I'm really watching your story. But if you're on my thing,
That
sometimes
gives me anxiety.
I've watched
You
people.
may be a psychopath.
It's very common. I have watched people before, like in public, in the airport, whatever.
Sometimes my phone. Sometimes my phone
just to clear
on people's stories.
No, listen. Sometimes my phone could be like on like my pant, like on my leg or something, and it's just going, like it's just going,
and that satisfies something,
like just clears it. It clears.
by the time you get to the last person,
there's new stories.
I know, but then at that time, if I've cleared out most of it, then it's like okay. Like I feel like I've done.
We're gonna talk off air.
Yeah, because this is the problem. I was concerned.
Because honestly, I don't block people. I
That's
don't block
OCD.
people.
Yeah.
I don't mute people. Like I'm all for it. Like I'm my page is public. Like
Yeah, same.
I've never blocked
people,
anyone
I
in my
don't remember.
life.
Oh,
Not even the fake pages. Like I have fake pages. Go. Why you?
I blocked them.
Why you
Fake
gotta do
pages of you?
No, like just
people created
people
fake
follow
pages
you.
to watch, and I'm just like,
Oh,
you
yeah,
don't
no, I
have
don't
to
do
do
that
that.
either.
I'm public, and I'm not gonna block you. Like you can very much.
They
Just,
don't want you to know who it is. That's why.
but I don't look at who watches my story.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, I don't do that either.
honestly,
I used to. Now I don't give a
free for
fuck.
all.
I started because I started realizing that there's a lot of these fake pages. That's why I started looking, and I was like,
Oh yeah,
who
I don't
are
give a
half
fuck.
of these people?
Enjoy the show, bitch.
And then
I'm
you
living a
click
great
it.
life. Hey, girl, what's up?
That
Hey,
annoys me.
I don't block
Because
anybody.
if you want to watch my shit, then watch my shit. Why are you like
because
creating a fake
it's
page?
Because they don't
though.
want you to know that they're
That's
watching it. But for me, it's just like I don't even look at who watches my story. So at this point, if you fake pages, it's okay because I'm not gonna see. I'm not gonna see who
Facts.
you are. You can watch it. I really don't. The only time I think I like look to see, like I think I watched one time. I looked at my insights because I was new to that shit. I don't even know. And it was like people like sending like my stories, and that was like my first time doing it. But honestly, I don't
think
care.
you can see who sent your
You
story.
can. You just see the amount of time.
How
Yeah.
many?
I was
So
like,
it's just
wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I remember all those share numbers.
But
Whatever though, like fuck, like I
People
don't
be
even.
bored, and
That's
it's
no
weird.
people are
Yeah.
weird.
And they
like,
really use social media. Like I saw, I was on
Twitter.
That's really a new segment.
and this boy, his bio was, "Is Twitter we all ballin'?" And it was like, that's
I
real
remember
life.
that.
Like, you know, what you see on this social media thing is simply what I want to show you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You don't know what is going on behind, and so it's so weird that people can be so invested in the image that you want to portray to the world, because it's like you're not even close. You don't have any clue what's going on with these, and the same thing for themselves, because everyone puts on what, like this, I don't want to say
Perfect
a front
picture.
but a perfect picture that they post to the internet, right? Because you want your pictures and stuff to be like flawless, and so that's what you post, and you know that for yourself. So why the hell do you think that coming on my page, and you know what you're going through behind all that, why the hell do you think that coming on my page is going to give you anything but heartbreak? Because I'm posting the best of the best too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All you're going to see is something that gets you upset because I'm posting the best of the... I go to the strip club, don't spend $1, but all these dollars on the floor. Like, I think I've said that before. It's all on my story, and I look like I got it. The whole time my bank account is $2.14. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, that part of it is what's weird to me. I'm not stalking nobody's page. I'm not looking at anything, because at the end of the day, I'm just gonna feel sad or down or whatever about something that people are choosing to portray the best parts of themselves. So get out of here.
But sometimes it's a lie, because sometimes it pisses me off that, like, when you know someone in real life, and then they portray like they're like a positive and I'm an influencer, and oh God, and I'm like, girl, you was the devil. Okay, I know you, but I see what you want to portray to the people, so do you. But it literally makes me laugh. I'm just like, this is crazy.
I got hooked recently on watching Sweetie's vlogs, and
okay, that's a little harsh, but
she was
Sweetie's vlogs, is that?
Yeah, Sweetie's vlogs, and she was with her family somewhere, and they said, I don't even remember what they said to her, but they said something to her, and she was like, "No, that's Sweetie. That's not Diamante, like that's Sweetie, and it's like this is a character. Like I do this for my job. This is what gets me paid. This is what is going to get me paid if that's like, your thing. But honestly, I really try to be like
transparent
on my social media. I'm just an open book in general, but the thing that I do a lot of is filters. Like I rarely ever post without a filter on my story. Like if it's a face picture, but all my pictures when I post, they don't be having filters.
You're on your story.
But like on my story, I always have a filter on, and I'm trying to work on that. But
why?
Like, damn. Huh?
Who cares?
Because I don't want to be like, I want to be like I am so transparent. Like I am so open, and I am so that. So like I want to, not that I have to cut it out completely. I just want to post more of my natural self. Like
I think it's a psyche thing.
Yeah.
As long as if you're okay, because I'm doing the same thing, and I was like, why am I always putting a filter? And it's because it's like I was sitting in this comfortability of like, oh, I don't really have to look perfect, but bitch, everybody else gonna think I look perfect because I have a filter on.
Right.
So like, I don't know. I think it's the psychology of it, and as long as you can like reframe your brain to be like, I don't need this. I just whatever is cool.
Because the dog filter was my favorite on Snapchat.
Okay.
You couldn't get.
I was everybody's favorite.
No matter what church, dog face, everything, dog face. It was literally my
church dog face.
Like I literally would be in church clothes, and my picture would be the dog face. Like I just could not get over that filter, and I just really enjoyed it. So I don't feel guilty.
I think like how y'all are saying, like on your stories, like these filters are there, they're fun. You know what I'm saying? And they're there for that reason. So long as when it's on like your page and that you are not trying to manipulate your face with all these apps and blah. Like, no, you're comfortable with yourself and you're willing to put your natural self out. But why stop the fun? Because you know what I mean?
I just think I agree with certain filters. Because like there are filters that are obviously like my favorite filter is like a fun one with like little hearts on the bottom and like the lashes or whatever. But like there are filters that are meant to look like you don't have makeup on, but you have flawless skin. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like there are filters like that. And I love those filters because like you said, it looks like I didn't try at all, but my skin is flawless and perfect. And I use it, but I know that I'm using it because it makes my skin look better. Like as opposed to just enjoying my skin, which I do also love my skin. And like, so I feel like I should be showing that I love my skin. And I talk about being body positive and loving yourself as is. So like I should show up as is more often. That's just.
And then also like I think with Instagram there are a lot of people that use Instagram to make money. So like content creators and they're really conscious on like what they post and how they post because
that's their money.
That's their money maker. So I get it.
I want my money maker though. So like I want to be that, right? Like I want to be a famous content creator or whatever case, but I want my content to be real. Like that's the whole point. Like I want it to be relatable because I am just a regular ass girl. I'm not a content creator. I'm not an influencer or whatever case. It's like I am myself and I want to show that to people that you can be yourself. You know what I mean? And so I feel like if I keep doing filters and things like that.
But that does make you an influencer. You shouldn't like not categorize yourself as not being an influencer or content creator because
right, but filtered. Like the standard of what a content creator is because they do feel like they have to be perfect all the time in order to make money. Yeah. And I mean, it's showing that fucking like it's so far, and people pretend to be these positive people and all this other stuff, and they're faking, and I don't want that.
Yeah.
Like I don't want that.
There's so much of that. It's sick.
Like,
dude, you don't know what to believe. Like you don't know what.
Oh, I know what to believe. Anything. Nothing.
I mean, it's period. Because you just never know. Like they can we can make it look like we're somewhere we're not. Like we can make it look like we're having this podcast in the middle of the fucking
Jamaica.
Like we can make it look like that if we have the money, if we have the resources. Like you can literally do whatever you want. I follow a lot of Disney pages because I'm trying to start a Disney page up, and somebody posted that like Instagram versus reality, and literally like all the just the minor things that they do to make their pictures look just even brighter, or
it's so
or like this girl was standing in front of the Disney castle, and she found a way to, like, she was already standing in front of the Disney castle, but she found a way to make it like she was
in
closer in it, and she like zoom, and it's like,
that's what it takes.
How the fuck? It's like, and I just don't want to do that. Like, bitch, I'm a regular girl. I have a regular iPhone like the rest of y'all, and this is the regular fucking picture that I took in front of the castle that you gonna get in front of the castle, because you're not gonna get this. Like,
right. That's the thing about it. It's like everything I just said before, because I feel like I'm gonna ramble or whatever. It's just, with all that being said, I cannot understand why you would go on somebody else's page to stalk what they're doing, because
with the fake
all
page.
you're going to see is them inside the damn Disney castle.
Yeah,
when they couldn't even get in the park.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't even get in. Right, you couldn't get in.
Yeah,
so no.
It's scary.
It is, but
welcome
to
but
the world we live in.
Yeah,
right.
Welcome to the new world.
You could be whoever you want to be.
Yeah, for real.
For $1.99.
On a free app. On a free app.
Well, they're presets though. Those are like those like filters or whatever that you can buy. Like
yeah.
You buy filters?
Yeah,
like the really good
like
ones?
a preset, and it's like a thing. You haven't heard
it's an app though.
No.
But it's apps like when you like people who use filters and stuff, some people, take it to the stream, they don't use the Instagram filters,
they use specific people,
like they use an app, and some of them apps you got to pay for the real bond filters.
I'm just gonna say the free ones because they work very well.
$5.99.
The free ones work very well.
No, I know, but
the free ones work.
But yeah,
fine. So
I just have a question. Okay, no, bro. Would you guys date in the workplace?
I did it.
Think
once.
It's like a good idea.
I did it once. Sorry, my lips are a little chapped here. When I was interning for the Dolphins, I went on actually one date.
I would have
with this dude. Yeah, I actually wanted to date one of the players.
I remember that.
It was weird after the fact, like
because you didn't like the date wasn't successful.
The date was cool. I'm not gonna lie about that. The date was cool, but like he just got weird after a sudden, and me having to see him at work, it was just like weird. Yeah. So I'll probably never ever do that again.
My answer, no.
Why? You have experience or
no? I just think that like my workplace should just be my workplace. Right. Like I don't need any awkwardness. It's like working. I feel like it's like going to work with your partner. Like you live with them. You see them you're on the phone with them 24/7. You sleep with them every night, and then I also got to go to work with you every day. Yeah. Like, where's my break?
I did it for.
No, I'm hate. Oh no, you did. You did.
I did it for like a year and some change. It was like a year.
That's not bad.
But did that result in you guys wanting to work at different like
places?
Yes, but not because of anything. It's literally because we wanted to go on vacation together. That was the only reason. Why, not the only reason. I mean, she wanted to get a promotion, and there was like a lot of things why we left. But like, yeah, we just wanted to take vacation together was a big part of it, and we had to like lie about it. Yeah, we had to like lie about when we were going. Like, somebody had to call out always, for, stuff like that. So it was actually really successful for me, and that's not even the only time that it's been successful for me. Like I've dated a guy that I worked with too, and it was like really fun. Like it was just, I guess
like, if it works out, it's good, but if it doesn't, it's just really weird.
Right,
it just gets weird,
and I just got lucky that it worked out the times that I've done it. And I think that there is a natural like flirting that happens at work because you're with those people, especially if you work in like an office space, like you're with those people a lot. And so even if it's something that you wouldn't normally, I feel like, be physically attracted to, you have this flirting that happens. Is it okay? I don't have a problem with it, but I understand, especially in 2021.
That's what I was gonna say. So dating in the workplace, okay. Well, you're saying right? You would do it. I say no. You say no. You say
but actually, okay.
I'm gonna tell a story.
I know what
but I'm gonna wait because we're gonna talk about Nick.
Boyfriend, the work boyfriend.
He wasn't even my boyfriend.
That's why I put the work boyfriend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we gonna talk about him. You can go say your
No,
story.
that was really my question. So you wouldn't seriously date within the workplace, but like
I'll let you pay for my lunch every day. Yes. So Nick, I know you probably in jail or something because you disappeared off the face of the earth. But if you're listening, so a long time ago, I didn't date him, but he so I was working at like
work boyfriend.
Yeah, it was like he was. I think he just really felt good about like giving me money. So, but hey, whatever works. Right out of college, my first year in college. I worked at like some little call center place, and they also hired, but it also had like a side warehouse, but also like call center. So, this man, the first day was like, "Yo, can you like pick me up and take me to work every day?" I was like, "Nigga, I do not know you. I don't know you." And he's like, honestly, like, you know, I just got out of jail. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no car. I'm at this halfway house, and you know, like, it's only down the street, and I'll, you know, put gas in your car. And I was like, so the first day, you know, I'm a nice person, so I'm like, okay, I'll drop you off. Yeah, like I don't know. It's really hard. It's hard for me to say no to people like back then. Now it's easy, but yeah. So for people that I care about, it's still hard for me to say no. But like if I don't care about you, it's really easy for me to say no. So at that point, of course, I didn't care about him. I don't know nothing about him, but I felt bad. You know, like he was trying to make a difference. You know, working.
Yeah, changing.
So y'all can't sit next to each other no more.
And this one here, girl, is this FIFA?
It is. Oh my gosh.
You know the sad part about it now when you play that, I just be right here.
Yeah.
I don't grab till I run out of lives, and I'm like, dang, you always on this stupid game.
I was like, your ass is on that stupid game. Anyway, Nick, he filled up my tank that first day. And then ever since then, because it was literally on my way to work, it was kind of hard to say, you know, like, nah, I can't pick you up and take, because I wasn't going out of my way.
Right.
So he filled up my tank like every week. He paid for my lunch every day. He actually gave me $20 every day for lunch. I would only spend about 5 of them and pocket the rest. And then it just got to a point where it was like nothing happened. I never even hugged this man ever. Like, he would just like give me money to get my hair done. He furnished my whole apartment my first year, like my second year of college. He asked if I can keep a safe for him. And then when I
safe.
Yeah, with a lot of money. And then he was like, you know, you can just take the money out the safe whenever you need. And then as soon as he talked about the safe, it's like he disappeared off the face of the fucking earth. Like he just. But I ain't like him or nothing. He just was.
I ain't like him.
He was somebody who was at work that I would pick up and drop off, and he would just give me money, and it worked.
Shout out to you, Nick. We love the Nick.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, I remember the stories
in this world. More Nicks in this world.
I hope you good though. I hope you ain't in jail or nothing. But
you were gonna say something about.
I was, because I know I said I wouldn't do it, but then I thought about the organization that I'm with now, and if it's a doctor,
hello,
I'm gonna date you. I'm gonna date you.
Yeah,
but
because you're not actually working together.
We're not working together.
You're
just
at all. Working for the same company.
We're working for the same. Exactly.
I was gonna say that makes a difference, but like we didn't do that. We were not.
I also think that if I had to, like, you know, let's say my boyfriend's company like takes off and I could quit my job and just run your bit and just do some accounting or some managing, I can definitely work with you.
Yeah,
because at that point I don't have to clock in. I can do my own thing.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't mind.
It's literally working. I mean, dating in the workplace is literally only bad if it goes bad. Like that's literally the only thing. And if it goes bad and you guys can't be mature, like I just feel like I can go bad and I really don't care. Like I can go to work without a problem. I don't care at all.
People are not that mature.
People are not like that. I understand that, but I think it's been successful for me. Hey boo.
Hit my jingle.
It's time for
Ooh.
Guess Who
Ooh.
Sent That
Ooh.
Text.
Ooh. It's the Tito's. It's the Tito's.
We have it
What do you?
every time.
It's
It's a
recording.
That's
There's.
fine.
It's saved.
It's a hit, okay, because
That's the jingle.
Y'all
for
like
every
that?
time.
Gotcha.
y'all like that?
And today's text says, "Niggas will nigga."
Period.
Child.
Period.
Child.
24/7, 365. And that's what y'all do.
Listen, I don't even know, where do we even begin talking about this?
Because this
Like,
ages back to like BC.
like seriously. And again, I was on Twitter, but I saw a tweet, and this girl was just like, she put it in quotation marks. Oh my gosh, Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce. Oh my gosh, Quavo cheated on Sweetie. First off, have y'all met niggas?
Period. Period.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Oh, that's
one.
good.
I like that one.
Like, so that's where the text message stemmed from. Some of us being not heartbroken, but just like a little upset that Quavo and Sweetie, parted ways allegedly due to cheating.
It's not
Due
alleged.
to cheating, ain't nothing alleged about it. When it comes to a nigga and if he did it, he did it.
You know
Like,
who.
and
You know
if you
who I
didn't
thought
do
you
it, your
were.
daddy did it or your granddaddy did it, so somebody did it and just trickled down to you. And that's just what it is. All y'all are trifling.
My granddaddy got about 19 kids. Okay.
Right? And it's like the stories just
One with the maid.
they just lay over. It's like they
We didn't even know that she popped up at the reunion. We was
Oh,
like
this
that.
is real.
No, facts is very real.
she popped up the reunion with the jit.
No. Like we used to have like family reunions every year, and 1 year a woman came forth and said, "I'm, the granddaughter of my grandfather," and we were like,
Who is you?
"Who are you?"
How did you
And-
find out about the family reunion?
Because they
told you?
Facebook girl, them Haitians, they be on Facebook, and once you got a last name, you guys are like my grandfather's last name is very.
She had
very-
your grandfather's last name too?
No, because
Okay.
so she was the my grandfather and one of the housemaids had a child. However, because she was a maid, she kind of like X'd out the family, like moved away and just like did not like keep in contact. And so the daughter of the maid just found out that we were having a
folks
reunion.
always want to find
Yes.
our
Our
roots
roots,
and
right.
go back.
Fact. So yes, so she popped up at the family reunion and was like,
Saying y'all drank with her?
yeah, she cool.
Yeah, eventually, because what you gonna do?
That
Yeah,
ain't
you
it's not her.
family.
Yeah,
Was
like
she was like the same age, or
no, she was older than me. I mean, of course, definitely older
Well,
than me,
right.
but yeah, she was a little older. She was like almost the same age as like my cousin. Like my grandfather had kids like back to
Right,
back
right,
to
right.
back.
Yeah.
19 kids.
Let me
So,
tell y'all the
yeah.
most trifling story I've ever heard of
Niggas.
that I like personally like knew somebody like it happened to them. So like y'all know I have friends who, sell vagina. And
sex workers is the right
yes.
term.
Yes. But they sell vagina. They will tell you I sell pussy. Like, what are you talking about? But so she had this guy she was dealing with who paid her frequently, like it was like a regular, and she was with him one night and he was like, yeah, I gotta go because I gotta go see my kids. And she was like, oh,
You have kids?
your kids, yeah, wow, like you have kids. And he's like, no, it was just born.
Like
Also,
he was
he's
going to
on
the
his way
hospital.
to the hospital to meet it. You don't have to go
I'm
see
sorry.
your kid. You have to go meet your kid.
But the fact that you weren't even at the hospital
And you were paying
For
for
pussy.
pussy.
Niggas
Like you
while your kid
literally
was coming out of your baby
Niggas-
mother.
What?
But maybe they weren't together.
I
But
don't
that
give a-
doesn't matter. They're still
What?
birthing your child.
Yeah.
What's
should
that?
absolutely be
When
there.
people ask how many kids you got, he say none, and you gotta say it includes
How many
the
on the
one
way?
on the
On the
way,
way.
and it
On the
also
way.
includes the
no,
one that's
but
on
he
the way.
missed the birth of his child
Because
Yes.
because he
paying for
was
pussy.
paying. You
Yes.
know what?
And
The
that was
JJ.
literally. I think that. I mean,
This is
you know,
his
I'm
you
gonna
know,
be single
niggas will make-
forever.
I don't think it was his first kid because she
not new to
she
this.
told the story on the Savage Life, and she was saying that there was
Wow.
like playpens and shit in the background. She remembered that like there's playpens and shit, and she was just like, I mean, at the end of the day, she was like, I'm getting paid for this, but she was just like, wow, like this is really like fucked up. Like this is super fucked up. But she didn't freaking know until he was on his way. Like
after he caught his nut.
So he basically was like, I see one of them already. I don't need to see the rest of them.
That's crazy.
What?
And who knows if he was there for the fucking first one? Who knows?
I want to be a nigga for one day.
knows?
I do.
I
For
don't.
one day.
I would make myself.
I need longer than a day.
I would make
I need
myself
one day.
sick.
I need one day.
I
I need
said-
to figure out. I want to know why they do
I
what
would
they
be
do.
a
There's
nigga that
no
needs
And
it.
you know
reason.
what's even crazier is because I've read
Because
several
they think
times
they
that
can get away with it.
If I know
No,
I was
tell me what you
born
read.
as a
no, that like
woman
women's
on
sex drives
purpose.
are more intense than a man. So like that's like the famous thing is they only think with one head. But like technically we have way more nerves and way more shit to think with than they do. And we still manage to keep it together. Not that we're perfect, but we manage to keep it together a hell of a lot more than they do.
Yeah.
So that's not an excuse.
Yeah.
Like,
It's just like
They're just stupid.
but it's like misogyny. Like it is what it is. Like it's what we have. They've been grown up. Like your grandpa has a family of. Your great grandpa probably has families. Like it's
They're
just
the
what
weaker
men
sex.
have been doing forever. And
They're the weaker sex.
I promise. Just the other day, I don't even remember why I was so annoyed, but I was like, God damn, like Eve just ate this one little ass fruit, and niggas was like, oh, we just gonna just dog out on for the rest of this for as long as the world is spinning, bro. Like that is.
But who's told the
crazy.
story? The man. So did she really eat the
Right.
fruit?
That's
Did
all
she
she
really?
That's big facts.
That's
big
Because
facts.
niggas
Who
lie.
knows? Who knows?
Or
And
did
then-
you feed it to her? You
Right,
you put
right.
cinnamon,
You cut it
sugar
up
on
and you
it.
gave
Right.
her with
You
a
served
fork.
it
Was
with
she
wine.
just so down that
Exactly.
that she took that charge?
Right.
Well, what really happened?
Tell me.
We
Tell
need to
me,
know,
because
Adam.
we don't know.
We need
Because we
Adam.
don't know. But then you think about it also though, because it's such a weird thing. Like they have women up in this place that we're supposed to be the queen, right? So the queen makes all the motherfucking rules, right? And like we run the monarchy, and like that's who the matriarch, like that's why we have a fucking title, because we're the queen and we give birth. And then, but that means also that we're supposed to be these like quaint and quiet, and that because we're held at that standard, we're not allowed to do what the niggas do. So we already know that niggas are trash, so we just supposed to just be like, yeah, niggas are trash.
Fuck that. No.
That's also like years ago. Women have stepped up so much in the past.
we
I
do
feel like the
everything.
last
10 years.
We do everything.
literally like
It's not,
everything
but the
they
thing
do
is
and more.
that it's not that we have changed our role, because our role has
Hasn't
still been
changed.
the same. We've still been
We've added on
those
to the
people.
role.
We have just
we bossed
we're
up.
just publicly allowed to be that now.
Exactly.
Because
Yeah.
the women, it's
That's
like
a fact.
slavery and black people, right? Like black people invented things and the white man took the credit for it. That happened with women too. We watched that with fucking Hidden Figures, all that shit.
Mhm.
Who knew that these 3 black women
Mhm.
were really the people in charge of sending the person to the fucking moon or whatever the fuck happened in Hidden Figures? But like that shit happened. Like, and it's so literally now all that's happening is that we're allowed to be in public with it and say
Yeah.
who we already have been. Like we've already been the boss bitches. So it's like it's time for y'all
to acknowge that.
and like stop
Step
just
up and meet us
stop
there.
being like
And stop being-
stop lying.
Being sorry.
You-
Stop being sorry.
The thing about it,
Y'all hear this hurt? Y'all hear this? Do y'all hear?
It's not even hurt.
Oh, it's hurt for me.
I'm joking. It just, I felt the,
I
the
feel like-
soul.
I feel like I feel like damn, I really don't want to sit up here and also blame women because
No, but you can.
but
because-
I feel like right. So what all the men want is the vagina, right? So if the women could get to a point where they,
Don't give them none.
you know what I'm saying,
No.
but not even don't give them any, but like really up the standard of what it. I don't even want to say it like that. All I'm
Just
saying
don't give it
is
up
that
easy.
There's just always somebody else who's just like willing to just like.
But
Do a
like
little bit
I
more.
feel
But that
like
doesn't-
women have done
A
that. I
good
feel
man,
like
that doesn't control them.
I feel like exactly like
I
I'm
don't
saying,
think
like
temptation is gonna
it
temptation,
doesn't.
baby, temptation. And I think and temptation is what it is. Temptation when it comes to sex, when it comes to food, when it comes to a lick to make some more money, like that temptation is always there. So even if you don't take it all the way to what it could be, You know what I'm saying? My grandma told me a long time ago. She said every man cheats, even if it's just with his mind, bruh. Like,
not my nigga.
When I said not a good man, she said that. I was waiting for it today.
Take your nigga though.
what?
Take your nigga though.
Take your nigga though.
Oh, if she was on this show, I would.
my God.
I have to run out there. I have to run out of here.
That was funny.
I'm just,
but I'm not. I feel like I don't know what men's problem or the problem with men is, but they just suck. And niggas will nigga. I mean, I love
Yes.
a nice, good black man. Y'all are really God's gift to this earth. But at the same time, just tighten up and act like y'all God's gift to this earth.
And then like it's because like you were saying, like if women, you know, like or
just stand in their shit better, bro. We take these niggas back 136 times, bro.
Yeah. Yo, that's the problem. I'll never forget when we were at FAU one day, and it was a person that I kept going back to, and Robin literally said, she was like, why do you, like, it happened yesterday, like, why are you automatically running back to him? And I was like, wow.
But like,
girl, why am I running back? Like,
I ain't ran back. I accepted done though because
the same night I found some shit, and you was right back in the bag, right in the fucking bag. Why?
Yeah, but it's like
it's the woman.
We can't
nurturing,
help it.
The love. Like, this love is really what's the word? It's not everlasting. This love is really, it's not like unconditional.
But you know what's crazy though? I feel like men take back trash ass women a lot too. Like, I feel like when you see toxic couples, because like there's toxic couples, and I feel like there are things that it may not be cheating, right? Or it may not be whatever the fuck. Like, it may be just how you talk to that nigga. Like, maybe you just talk to him crazy, and you really shouldn't be with a person who's gonna talk to you like that. But they stay with the person who's going to talk to them like that. Or like, you shouldn't be with the person who hits you, woman hitting a man. Like, you shouldn't be with the person who, throws things at your face. Like, you shouldn't be with a person like that, but they do.
But why do they do? Because a lot of the times those ugly things that come out of a woman is as a result of their
or trifling,
or of what you think is the woman, that other person thinks is a poor action that they did. What if it's not?
9 times out of 10,
it's built up.
9 times out of 10. Like, that's the problem, is that men step out of their relationship, even if it's them laying down with another woman, or if it's with them
entertaining,
you know what I'm saying, a DM or whatever it is. That's what the issue is. So if they think if I would have never sent this DM, or if I would have never hit that, like, she would not be this ugly person to me. I'm the cause of this. I'm the root of this. They do, bro. They do.
Don't.
That's why some of the wild shit that us women do when we do it, like,
it's because of a man, but they don't see it that way.
Yes, I'm telling you, that's why they still talk to you, bruh. That's why they still talk to you. It's
because they know it's them.
It's exactly, they know, and they know the amount of things that they got away with.
I think that they enjoy it. Like, I think that they enjoy. I think they're toxic. Also, that's what I think.
Definitely,
I think that they enjoy the outcome. Like, you have to. There's just no way that you don't enjoy that and you keep coming back to it, because
no, it's not even that I have something to say. It's just like, so this Quavo Sweetie situation, he enjoyed cheating. You got one of the baddest women
that doesn't
in
mean
the game.
It was an opportunity. I don't think he was trying. I feel like a lot of niggas like do dumb, like sometimes niggas do shit like cheat with a girl that's like of a lesser caliber than their woman, because also don't be no sweetie. We just talked about. I'm not saying that.
I'm not saying everybody.
I understand that. Like, we don't know the whole dynamic of the situation. We don't even know if he cheated. We don't know.
No, we don't.
Okay, he probably did, but like,
definitely
every time he left the house.
I just need.
It's because of the opportunity. Like, niggas sometimes, like, they may not be going. They may not be going to.
Yes.
They may not be going to look for it, but because like the opportunity presents itself and it, could happen and shit, nobody could find out, they gonna do it.
I just like.
I'm not. There's no explanation. There's no
from one of the
explanation.
baddest women in the game. How
There's-
you fumble
But
that?
you know what?
Because I can't get this.
Because I can get.
There's a second baddest woman. Like if it's not, there's a runner-up, nigga. I'm gonna hit them both. Like because why not? I'm Quavo. I can do that. But men have these egos. Men,
Money,
the money egos.
the money.
Yeah, that's what I said. What did I say? These rich niggas will nigga, but a rich nigga is gonna nigga and double back. He's gonna do it all, bro.
Yeah.
They're gonna do it all.
Literally because they
can get away with, bro.
Literally because they can.
Wild.
Literally
Niggas,
how the
you
world
guys
is
honestly,
Listen,
look,
y'all get
I
a fucking
think
hand clap.
No,
like
you don't.
Yes,
a guy,
a backhand is what you
a
get.
guy,
Hand clap.
unless he wants to like I think men have to like do a lot of work, do a lot of things differently
so do
in order. No, in order to like not put themselves in that situation. Like,
what do you mean? Because we just talked about dating in the workplace and all the work flirting or so you can work and there's definitely pussy at work.
Well,
For
damn.
sure they're there.
Yeah,
They're there.
that's what I'm saying.
but you have to,
Especially
you
in
have
that
to be,
industry,
you have
for
to like
sure.
mentally. Men have to just be mentally in a different space,
They have to be
For them,
stronger. They
and-
have to just be not weak
and they
ass.
have to want to be stronger.
Yeah.
So they have to do a lot of work that just like requires them to not be put into that temptation, even if it is at work. You know what I'm saying? Like they have to mentally like do a lot of
and
work.
they won't because they
And they don't want to.
They don't- and because
they don't want
have
to.
because
They
the
don't
way
want to.
They just want to.
the world is set up, they don't have to. Like literally, it's okay for men to have in these other countries for men to have multiple
Multiple women.
wives. They're allowed to get married to multiple women, and women cannot do the same. Like it's not okay for women to get married to multiple niggas. Like the world is literally set up for them to have multiple women and for us to deal with it. The Bible literally tells you to serve your man. Like the Bible literally says that to people. So people who are religious and they're in the Bible, and that's literally what our world is set up on, for them to do whatever the fuck they want.
I saw a tweet. It's these can't be the same niggas that Beyonce, that Destiny's Child wanted us to cater to. Like they can't.
I remember
It's
that.
them. It's them because
It's them.
they was catering to. Look, she was catering to Jay-Z. Yeah, she was cheating.
And he was still
cheating.
is. And still is.
No, he's not, y'all.
Beyonce ever cheat on Jay-Z?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Like, who do you cheat
First of
with
all-
every day? That's a good one. If you Beyonce,
First of
who
all-
do you cheat with?
Whoever you want to.
An African
Literally,
nigga
whoever
with
you want.
pure
Whoever you want to.
gold
She make them sign
silk
NDAs.
cheeks.
Of course.
She
Pure
make them
bitch,
out,
the
but I
fucking
know
pool
it.
boy, bitch. He was fine as fuck. I'm on some dick. Are you crazy?
Not the pool boy.
Because it's
That's what I was
Beyonce.
saying.
Anybody,
That's what I was saying.
No, honestly, the pool boy has nothing to lose. You can't cheat on niggas who don't got nothing. Like cheat with a nigga that don't got nothing to
Because-
lose.
and
Beyonce would not sleep
he'll
with
be
a pool
the
boy.
best person.
I got your back, Beyonce. I got your back.
He'll be the best person
no one
to
could believe him
imagine a
anyway.
pool boy. That's what Beyonce can't do this bitch last week. They be like, alright,
Bitch,
nigga.
bye.
Well,
Like, are
I
you
have a
kidding me?
contract to go to her house, so yes, it's actually very possible.
Yeah, well,
that I-
show it and lose every cent that
Exactly.
you got.
Show me
Right.
the contract. That's
Show
why
me.
I have the contract. Come on.
Yeah.
Beyonce can have-
Honestly, I'm really
But you think-
oblivious.
so y'all think
I
she
used
has?
to. I was heartbroken
I
when
just
Rick
don't
Ross
see why
broke up
she
with
wouldn't.
Lyra. So
I
y'all know
wasn't.
me.
I wasn't.
I was.
I didn't feel like, not that I know them or care. I just didn't feel like she
I
was
did.
the one for him. She
I
was
did.
beautiful, but
I
think
thought-
she.
I thought it was the
they were
one.
Cute too.
I
They
did.
were
Cute.
together.
And I really think she
But-
was really invested, like in him. Like I think she really.
what
loved him.
happened?
Mm-mm.
Wasn't she in that situation? Wasn't
I
like she was
think-
trifling?
That's
thought
what
she
they
was a
say,
crackhead.
but she said she wasn't.
I really think she
No.
was like a cokehead for real, like that. I think
she
that
was
had
Oh.
something
I
wrong.
saw.
Yeah.
Barack
one
and Michelle.
night.
People keep telling me Barack cheated. I said no, he didn't.
Child, please.
I'm
Barack
not
is the
going
name.
to-
Barack?
Literally the first.
sure
That's the
cheated.
first ever
No,
episode
no.
when we talked about
Talking
Barack.
about pussy
Well,
on a
President
private jet.
Kitty.
You know how
Hell
many?
yeah.
No,
For
I don't believe it.
sure.
I don't believe
Yes,
it.
he did.
I believe in
That's
Disney
on
and
display
love.
his greatness as a man. Listen,
Is-
Martin Luther King Jr. fucking
No, he
cheated.
didn't.
Yes, he
No,
did.
he didn't.
I'm sorry. I learned that lesson.
I
a long
believe in
time ago.
Disney and
That
love and
doesn't-
black
Yeah, I
love.
believe
So do
you know me
I.
and Disney and love, but niggas in Disney
So
is
do
hoes.
I.
Niggas in Disney is hoes too.
They are. They be
I look
trash.
at that on a t-shirt.
They be trash
Like even
before
your
they-
fairy tale nigga is a whore.
A
Nigga.
whore.
No, he's not.
Because let me tell you,
Baby daddy, don't
Me and
listen
my,
because
like,
you are
whole
fairy
friends,
tale.
me and my whole friends always talk about how men love being slutted out. They love being slutted out. Like they love you put them on camera, you record them, all that. They love that shit, and they have whole wives, babies, girlfriends, all that, and they love to be slutted out. They are sluts.
Barack, I know you ain't do
Nasty,
it.
dirty sluts. All of them.
He
Brock,
did.
I know you
babe.
didn't do
Yes,
it.
he did.
Yes, he did.
No,
Come
he
on.
did.
First off, let me tell you,
Martin, you in your
Let me
grave,
tell
but
you.
I got you.
And-
let me tell you,
You and your
these
grave, I got
niggas,
you.
these regular niggas get away with everything. You think a nigga with the Secret Service is gonna be good? Okay.
Yes, yes,
Please.
because he loves his wife.
Yeah, he
He
does.
does.
And these niggas
He
love
does.
their women
Absolutely.
too. They really do love that. Like that's what I learned a long time
Then why would
ago.
you
A
break her
nigga
heart?
cheating on you, like in
She
their
didn't break
brain,
her
has
heart.
nothing
I mean, he
to
didn't
do
break
with
her heart.
you.
It
Like
doesn't.
it really
She was
has
okay with it?
nothing to do with
It
you. It
doesn't.
has everything to do with them.
Yeah.
Baby. So if I got the Secret Service behind me,
But if
Everything
you,
at the White
but
House
if you
is-
know that's going to break your woman's heart, why would you do that?
Niggas
White
cheat
House,
every
bitch.
day knowing it's gonna break
Because-
their woman's heart.
Because they don't give a fuck. They are okay
because she
losing
thinks I'm
them.
in
No,
the
they're
Oval
not.
Office, nigga. That's why.
No, they're not. They're really not okay.
Michelle
with
knows.
them.
I know
Michelle.
Michelle knows.
He ain't do it, Michelle. He
She
ain't
She
do
ain't
it.
know
stupid.
because
She's
she's
one of the
not
smartest.
stupid.
Right. She's
But
smart as
there's
shit.
no way that she has ever caught that nigga in a lie in his
Oh,
presidency.
for sure. Oh, for sure.
And
Yeah.
she's
For sure.
also going to cry in the Rolls Royce.
Big
The United States of America
With the fucking
plain.
Secret Service. Like,
Plain.
right. The Air
What is
Force
it called?
One.
Martha's Vineyard, bitch. That's what she's
Right.
crying.
Right.
Okay, that's what she's crying.
Didn't happen.
Or maybe she's not crying, bitch. Maybe she's with the pool boy.
She got back. She got back at him.
right.
Oh, yeah.
It
Or
could have been a
she-
nigga in the
Or
Secret
with the
Service.
Secret
That is
She has
that
Secret
is
Service too.
that
That's
is
what I'm
deep.
saying.
worth
And
keeping.
She didn't do it.
Thank
Nobody
y'all
did
so
it.
much
Yes.
for joining us.
Listening. No.
Thank y'all.
Love is
for
love,
listening.
y'all.
Yes.
Don't believe it. Don't believe the hype. It's some good niggas out here in these streets. One.
Bye. Thanks for listening to the Girls Chat podcast, brought to you by Purple Unicorn Productions. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at the Girls Chat Pod to be a part of our game, Guess Who Sent That Text? Just leave your answers in the comments and stay tuned for the next episode to see if you were right.